Hello. Today I want to tell you about the Breakout / escape room that I made for my son's birthday party. He's turning 6 tomorrow. Well, his party's tomorrow. And he wanted to invite his entire class, which was a bit of a challenge. And he is obsessed with Lego Ninjago, so it's Lego Ninjago theme. But I think that pretty much everything that I'm doing could be modified to use with a different theme. In total, we're expecting about 18 kids. Okay, so to start with, you should know we're having the event at a park that the kids know really well. It's across the street from their school. They all know it. They'll recognize different landmarks throughout the park. And the kids all know each other. And also, for anyone who's interested in the Lego Ninjago aspect, I am filming this 2 months before the movie comes out. So this is really just referring to the show. And I also don't know how many kids are up to speed on the show, so I need to, kind of keep that in mind as I'm designing it. Okay, the kids think that they're coming to the party to do ninja training. And so we're going to start off doing ninja training, and then at some point, after a few minutes of spinning and creeping around quietly as ninja and all that kind of cool training, then we're going to look up, and I'm going to do a sort of, oh wait, do you see that? What's that? Trying to get them to look up. And then claim that we can see Zane's falcon. And then as the kids are all looking up, I'm going to throw this into the middle of them. This is an origami bird. This is actually the first origami thing I've ever made. So if you're not into origami, you can totally do it. I followed someone else's video on YouTube. And in particular, I chose to do this on yellow paper and use a dark pen so that if they look closely, they should already be able to see that there is writing inside the bird. So hopefully they will choose to unfold my creation that took a while to make. And when they do, there will be a note from Misako. And Misako's note says something like, "Dear Ninja, we have discovered that Klaus has found another book of spells," in case they've passed season 4. Sorry for the spoiler there. And he is going to turn everyone here in the park into Hypnobri within an hour, unless you find the antidote. We can't get there in time. You need to do it. Remember, where there is light, there is always shadow. Misako. That was the only, where there's light, there's always shadow, was the only Ninjago quote I could find that had to do with light. So, it also says, find Wu's box and work as a team. Okay, because, they're into team building in Ninjago. Okay, so the kids open this up, they read that, then we have to find Wu's box. So this is Wu's box. Now, these kids are like 5 to 6, so they wouldn't have seen any sort of breakout box like this before. And so the first thing I'm going to do is talk them through the box and what they can see, because that's going to teach them what is available, so later on they remember to use the things that are available. Okay, so we have the hasp with 3 different number locks. They're just, luggage locks. There is a key. The key is connected to a giant button, so it doesn't hopefully come out of the box if they pull hard. And then on the very top, there are 3 ciphers. I've laminated them, and they're attached with Velcro dots so that later on we can take them off and split up into 3 teams, or sub-teams. And I've chosen Wu, Garmadon, and Pixel, mainly because I couldn't find a picture of Misaka that fit in that style. And all I've done for these 3 is make a cipher using a particular font that's a little bit different, and then I've only included the letters that they need in order to simplify just a little bit. They don't need all 26. I'll explain what they need those for in a minute. And then also, they are in different colors, so I don't know if you can see, but the fonts are black, green, and purple. Okay, so that's Wu's box. So next, we're going to look back at this bird and figure out, okay, well, what do we do with this, right? The Garmadon quote, right, where there's light, there's always shadow. Now I'm going to show the kids my UV light pen, just so that they know what this kind of thing is. And when we shine it on the opened up bird, that is going to reveal, for help, look under a bench. And the kids are then going to look under the 12 or so benches that there happen to be at this park and find this envelope. So this envelope, I have the hole punched so I can actually put it into the grass using golf tees. Inside, they will find 3 pencils. We do not need these for anything. Let's just put them away for later in case we need them later. That's going to teach them a useful skill. They will find this character card with some trivia about Lloyd. So this tells us, you have found Lloyd. Did you know that Lloyd had a number 5 on his hoodie before he wore a ninja uniform? I could have said gi, but some of these kids might not know Ninjago, so I went with uniform. Okay, I've seen a lot of Ninjago. All right, so in here, there are these sort of cards that I printed. They have a letter on one side and a number on one side and 2 letters on another side. And hopefully the kids will, start thinking about, how many there are. They do things at school like line things up by number, so I'm hoping that one kid will come up with the idea to put them in numerical order, which is a helpful skill for later in the game. When they put these in numerical order and flip them over, the 2 lines of text say, look for a journal in the rose garden. It so happens in this park there's a rose garden. That is going to take them to this journal, which has another luggage lock on it. And I'm going to open it with my spare key, but it opens with the key on the box. So that's teaching them sometimes you have to go back to the box to use a tool that you need. So we're going to open the journal. And it is Nia's journal. And there's also the card for Cole inside. This card says, you have found Cole. Did you know that Cole's violet berry soup takes 3 days to make? Okay, so this is Nia's journal. For those of you who couldn't care less about Ninjago, you might want to skip ahead for a minute. For those of you who do care, Nia's journal says, 1st of July, today Cole made his violet berry soup for everyone. He worked so hard for the team. It was delicious, but it took a very long time for me and Lloyd to wash the dishes. 2nd of July, today we had a mission, but once again I was stuck steering the Destiny's Bounty. I get Nia. Why do I have to always drive? It makes me feel so angry. Maybe Master Wu has a calming tea. 3rd of July. Today I was supposed to go for a long walk with Jay, but he kept playing video games until dark. He felt so bad he made us a picnic under the stars. He can be so sweet, and he makes me laugh too. 5th of July. Today we had some technical problems on the Destiny's Bounty. I was glad Zane was there to help. It is handy having a Nindroid on the team. All fixed now, and Kai promised to help me, that he will steer the bounty more too. 7th of July. I didn't write yesterday because I was busy helping Misaka with some research. She has learned about a group of dragonflies that are super clever. I'm in the UK, so I said clever. And guide important information. They like to lay on top of sticks in the cool shade where they can smell the ground. So like in the dirt. Each dragonfly is a different color than the others. Misako said they are very important, and gotta go, new mission. And then in the journal, I made these pockets, and they will open up. They open up, and when you open one up, a note comes out that is, in fact, written in an unusual font that the kids are going to have to figure out. They happen to be color-coded, so the kids can also match up by color. And then at this point, we will break the kids up into 3 streams. So each group will have their own cipher to crack, and then they will take the one off of Wu's box. And then how are they going to write? How are they going to do that? Oh, wait, we have these pencils from earlier that we can use now, right? We've had them. They're kind of information that we've had or something that we've had that we can use now. So, these 3 ciphers say, this dragonfly likes bikes, this dragonfly likes wells, and this dragonfly likes singing. In the park that we're at, there are bike racks, there's a well, and there's a statue of some people singing. So, the kids know the park really well. Hopefully, they'll figure out to go there. When they go to their location, they will find a dragonfly like this on a geocache stick. Hopefully, they'll come back to the big team, to our sort of base, but if they continue playing, that'll be okay. And inside each one is a little tiny rolled up piece of paper, and when you take that out and unroll it, it has a picture of something in the park. That sort of like a little landmark that they should know. Okay, so then each team has their dragonfly. They have their dragonfly picture to go somewhere else in the park. And when they go somewhere else in the park, they will find one of these cards with a origami butterfly. I actually used one of my napkin folding books to fold the butterfly. And a card about one of the other characters. So Kai's card says, "You have found Kai. Did you know that Kai's blacksmith shop was called Four Weapons Blacksmith?" There's Kai. Jay, did you know that Jay's nunchucks of lightning have 2 dragon head handles? And Zane, did you know that Zane was the first to unlock his true potential? Really like that episode. Okay, so they have their cards and their butterflies. What do we do now? Hopefully they'll remember that the last time they encountered origami, they unfolded it and there was a special clue or message. So they will unfold them and they will each have a number. So hopefully then we will go back to the breakout box and use the numbers on the cards to open the locks. I will actually set these up so they're really locked during the party, but for the video I just had them preset to the right number. Open the hasp. And then, open it. Here, I'm going to just pop that in. Open the breakout box. Uh-oh, we're not done. Ninja never quit. And here is the box in a box. Now, this one has a 5-digit word lock on it. Now, I think all the kids will be really stunned that there's that. And we don't really have another clue. What are we going to do, right? So we had the pencils before, and we had the key before, and we didn't need those things at the time, and we have the ciphers. Is there anything else that we haven't used? Yes, there is, right? We have these character cards about the guys, right? So, okay, so hopefully we'll remember to put them in numerical order, right? So Zane was the first to find his true potential and so on, right? So we have Zane, Jay, Cole, Kai, and Lloyd in our order. And then is there anything that's, I don't know, maybe like the colors of the ninja nearby? So during the party, there's going to be balloons. I don't have balloons, so these are just standing in for my balloons, right? So at the bottom of the balloons, right, there's going to be a letter for each guy. So when they put them in Zane, Jay, Cole, Kai, and Lloyd order, at the bottom of the balloon, the white balloon, the blue balloon, and so on, they will get the word spins. Because, masters of spinjitzu. Okay, so then we will open the lock with the word spins and open our final box. And inside we have a You Did It picture with the ninja smiling this time. And these UV light pens for everyone and little notebooks. And of course the antidote, which are pink jelly beans. So I'm actually pretty excited about this. I hope it goes well. I think having the kids work together at first and then breaking them up into 3 parallel streams will make it a bit more manageable and allow the kids to kind of each be doing something, and really part of it and not just sort of watching other kids do it, because the teams will be smaller when we break them up. And the clues really kind of build on each other. Not that they need information from clue to clue, but they learn skills like matching colors, putting things in numerical order, thinking about how you might want to save something, you might need it later. And then it just so happens that I think it fits pretty well with the Lego Ninjago theme. Thanks.